Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a comparison between God of Fire by Stefan Umberluca and Herba Pura by Xerjoff. So I'm sure that 99.999% of you have at this point heard of God of Fire by Stefan Umberluca. It's a new release that's hit the market. It's taken the fragrance world by storm. It's a very hard to get, very sought after fragrance. And there has been some comparisons to other fragrances on the market, the main contenders being Herba Pura and Baccarat Rouge 540. So I thought it would be fun to make a video sitting down, comparing the two, their smells. I have a sample of Herba Pura. I have it on the strip already because it was like a dropper. So it's like kind of sitting, it's getting ready to smell. So the goal of this video is to see what is the difference between the two and do you need both? So God of Fire came out in 2022, just came out a few months ago in a very controversial release. So much, it's like a war online with this fragrance. So many people say they're madly in love with it, and then there's some other people that say, oh, the hype is fake, it's just all the brand sending out bottles and whatever. I wasn't really all up to date with the influencer drama going around about how it's not worth the hype, it's just because all the influencers got free bottles or whatever. I didn't know that when I smelled it for the first time and bought it because I loved it. This 100% was not sent to me. I smelled this and I was just head over heels in love with it, so I picked up a bottle. I try not to wear it too much because I think it's just so special. It's more of like a, not an occasion scent, but just a special kind of day scent. Like I just had to be in a really good mood to wear it. You know, I don't want to like waste it. At least once every time I've worn it, I've gotten a compliment. Most of the time my compliments come from like the elevator in my apartment building when I'm going downstairs. And the thing that I love the most about this, when I'm wearing this, I can actually smell it on me the whole time I'm wearing it for hours. And it's just such a beautiful, uplifting, happy scent that it literally puts you in a better mood. I just feel like I'm on cloud nine when I'm wearing this and I can smell it on myself. Like when I'm just walking around or working and I get whiffs of it on myself, it's just a beautiful thing. Some of the notes in this, then we'll compare it to the notes of Herba Pura. This has mango, lemon, so some citrus. It has ginger in the top and a little bit of red berries as well. It kind of comes off as strawberry. It has white musk, and that's really the whole thing that you get out of it. It also has a touch of oud in the base, but it's not the most present oud. It's definitely not stinky or something that like kills the vibe of the fragrance by any means. It's very tropical and very beautiful. And then we have Herba Pura, which was launched in 2019 by Xerjoff. And it's kind of interesting that they're compared as well because the bottles are the same exact color. Like the whole presentation kind of has the same vibe, but I think it's just trying to portray this very like tropical, exotic kind of scent. So I have Herba Pura here on the test strip, ready to go. This one has some different notes versus God of Fire. They do have some similarities, but there is a lot of differences as well. In the top, this one has Sicilian orange, has bergamot, lemon, they share that note in the top, and just fruits. And honestly, I really do enjoy this scent, but it smells like a whole fruit bowl. Like banana and orange and pineapple. I don't really get any sort of like mango scent, but like apple. It just smells like a big fruit bowl. Or like, I'll insert a picture of what I'm thinking of. You know, like when they wear the fruit baskets on their head or something. That's literally what this smells like. It's also a very happy scent. Very uplifting, but it kind of lacks the depth that God of Fire has, because God of Fire has a little bit more to it. It has the ginger, so it has that spice. It has the oud, so it has a little bit of woodiness. This does have a little bit in the base. It has some vanilla, some musk, and also a little bit of amber. So there is just a tiny bit of warmth. It's not just 100% sweet fruit, but they're both very tropical, very vacation-worthy, exotic. But I really feel like in God of Fire, the ginger really just adds something special to it. But I do really like Herba Pura as well. They're similar, but they're not that similar, because with God of Fire, the mango really shines through, and the ginger as well, and there is no mango or anything like close to that in here. This one smells more to me kind of like a high C, like fruit punch kind of fragrance, like scent profile. Just smells like fruit punch, but it's really good. it's still really pretty. But I think that I might end up preferring God of Fire just for the ginger note, just because in the mid, when it dries down, it kind of gives some Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes. I love that because I was sick of wearing Baccarat Rouge 540 because it's everywhere you go. And I really love that this kind of introduces like a new twist on Baccarat Rouge 540. I think this is really nice, and if I had the money, I would definitely own both, because I do feel like they are different enough. Very similar, but also very different. And I know for a fact this is one of Xerjoff's top sellers. I know that here in Osme, in Miami, I think that Herba Pura is like the #1 seller across the board of all brands in Osme. This is a top seller. And if you love Herba Pura, you will 100% love God of Fire. But this just kind of feels like a very linear scent profile to me. And this is pretty linear as well. The scent does not change that much throughout the life of God of Fire. I just feel like there's a little bit more variety to it. Ugh, but I really like this one. I think these are both 10 out of 10. Like, I don't think I can say that Herba Pura is not as good as God of Fire. God of Fire is better. I honestly think they're equally amazing. I know that Herba Pura performs amazingly, and so does God of Fire. It's a powerhouse. I started this video thinking that I would be able to pick a solid winner, but I'm definitely not. If you're in between, the best thing to do is just try them both and pick from there. But I do hope that, you know, one day down the line, I will be able to add Herba Pura to my collection because I really am enjoying this. I'll continue to test it, maybe dab some on my skin and see how it goes. But God of Fire is just, it's an icon. There might be some naysayers that haven't gotten behind it yet because of this, you know, influencer world we live in. I mean, little do, you know, they realize, because the big complaint was like, oh yeah, Stefan Ammerluca, they sent all these bottles out to influencers to get reviews or whatever. Well, when you send a bottle of something, and I mean, unless it's a sponsored post, which you have to disclose, but that's influencer marketing. That's every company in the entire world that does that. Influencer marketing is the present and the future. That's what every brand on the planet does. Makeup, perfume, sporting accessories, you know what I mean? Like booty bands and things like that. Like any product you could possibly think of is influencer marketing. There's going to be a brand out there that's sending products to influencers in hopes of getting some sort of mention or promotion. That's just how the world works. Stefan Ammerluca is nothing new. It's just how the world is today. So I say ignore the naysayers. This is honestly one of my favorite scents ever. And it is 100% worth the hype in my opinion, because I can smell it on me the whole time. It lasts forever and it's unique and it's a compliment getter. It's just beautiful. So test it out for yourself. Don't just go and listen to, you know, what anyone says on the internet. Fragrance is so subjective. Everyone is totally different in their taste, so make sure to try it out before you buy. Yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video kind of giving you a note breakdown and scent comparison of God of Fire and Herba Pura. Leave a comment below what fragrance you prefer and what your thoughts are. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.